Hello and welcome to this explainer. If you're watching this right now, chances are you just got this link texted to you through our automated client updates. And well, that means you're probably standing in the middle of a pretty stressful situation, water damage in your home. First off, just take a deep breath. We know firsthand exactly how traumatic it feels to see your personal space turned upside down by water. But listen, you are absolutely not alone in this. We're WTR Restoration, and this explainer, it's your expert start-to-finish guide. We're going to walk you through exactly how we handle the insurance companies, how the billing works, and what you need to do, so you can just breathe and have complete peace of mind.
So here's our quick roadmap. We'll cover 1. Your start-to-finish guide. 2. The claims process. 3. Decoding RCV and ACV. 4. How direct billing works. And finally, 5. Restoring peace of mind. Let's dive right in.
Section 1. Your start-to-finish guide. We're in this together. Okay, let's dive into this. While your actual policy is a contract between you and your insurance provider, WTR Restoration is right here to guide you down the hallway as your advocate.
To give you a sense of why you're in such good hands, I really want to highlight the number 18. That is how many years of deep, specialized experience our founder, Ben Jernigan, and the WTR team bring to the table. Seriously, Ben spent a decade working as a full-time estimator and public adjuster, handling massive multi-million-dollar losses. He's literally a Level 3 certified instructor for Xactimate, and if you don't know what that is, it's the exact estimating software the insurance adjusters use. We know exactly how they think, how they work, and what they need to see to get your claim approved.
Because of all that insider expertise, we aren't just some contractor who shows up to point a fan at your wet floors. We provide true white-glove service to totally streamline your recovery. We meticulously document the damage, we work directly with your adjusters, and we handle all that overwhelming paperwork. We're basically your liaison and your dedicated advocate, making sure your claim covers absolutely everything, from sucking up that initial water all the way to the final rebuild.
Section 2. The insurance claims process, step by step. Let's look at how we take all that heavy lifting right off your plate.
It's the burning question every single homeowner has. What actually happens after you file a claim? You know, you've made the call, you've reported the damage, but now what? Well, the insurance company is going to assign an adjuster, but before they even step foot on your property, our team is already springing into action to protect your interests.
Here's our straightforward 3-step workflow. First, WTR meticulously documents the damage. We use some pretty advanced tech, like FLIR infrared cameras, for precise moisture mapping. This means we find hidden water damage inside your walls and ceilings before we even start cleaning up. Second, we coordinate directly with your adjusters, giving them the highly detailed reports and visual evidence they literally require. And third, direct billing. We send our invoices straight to them. So, how does this all tie into the financial side of things?
Section 3. Decoding RCV and ACV, the insurance math. Time to translate some of that confusing insurance jargon you're going to see on your estimates. First up is RCV. That stands for Replacement Cost Value. This is the total estimated cost needed to repair or replace your damaged property with brand new materials at today's market prices. Think of RCV as the grand total required to get your home completely back to its pre-loss condition before any wear and tear is even considered. Next, we have depreciation. And honestly, this is a concept that catches a lot of homeowners off guard. Depreciation is simply the value your property has lost over time due to age, wear and tear, or just general condition. For example, a 5-year-old carpet, it isn't worth the exact same amount as a brand new carpet. The insurance company calculates this loss in value and temporarily deducts it from the replacement cost value. Which brings us to ACV, or actual cash value. This is just what your property was actually worth at the exact time the water damage happened. Basically, it's the replacement cost value minus that depreciation we just talked about. The absolute most important thing to know about ACV is that this represents the initial payout amount. It's the first check you'll receive from your insurance company to get the repairs rolling.
Now, what's really interesting about looking at these side by side is that you see your replacement cost value, which is the total estimated repair cost, versus your actual cash value, which is just that initial payment after the depreciation is subtracted. And here's the good news. If your policy includes replacement coverage, you can actually recover that withheld depreciation later on, once we submit the final invoice proving the repairs are 100% complete. This totally breaks down the exact math you'll see on your estimate using a real-world example from USAA. Let's say your replacement cost value, that total repair cost, is $10,000.
The insurance company deducts, say, $500 for depreciation because the materials are a bit older. Then they subtract your out-of-pocket deductible. Let's say that's $1,000. That leaves you with an actual cash value, or first payment, of $8,500. That $8,500 is the initial check that gets the whole ball rolling.
Section 4. How direct billing works, following the money. Let's talk about how the funds actually move from the insurance company to the people repairing your home.
At WTR Restoration, our policy is super simple. We will send an invoice directly to your insurance company to streamline the process. We absolutely do not want you acting as a middleman, trying to forward complicated mitigation bills to some busy claims adjuster. We work directly with them. We submit our exact measurements, our moisture maps, and our itemized invoices to justify all the work we performed.
So the crucial point is this. Even though we send our invoice directly to the insurance company, they are almost always going to send that initial actual cash value check directly to you. Why? Well, because you are the policyholder. The contract is in your name, so they are legally obligated to release those initial funds directly to you.
And this is exactly where your vital responsibility comes in. And honestly, it's the main reason we send out this explainer via our automated text updates. When you get that ACV check from your insurance company in the mail, you need to endorse it and sign that payment over to WTR Restoration. By signing that initial payment over to us, we can immediately apply it to your mitigation and repair invoice. This makes sure the whole restoration process continues seamlessly, with absolutely no delays in ordering materials or scheduling your rebuild.
Section 5. Restoring peace of mind, the final steps. As the mitigation phase wraps up, our ultimate goal comes into focus, the full restoration of your property.
Look, we know that navigating insurance is incredibly stressful. It just is. But as we've outlined today, you are not doing it alone. WTR Restoration provides expert advocacy from the literal minute we step foot in your home. We fight to make sure you get the full coverage you're entitled to under your policy, from the initial water extraction all the way through to putting the drywall and paint back together.
So are you ready to hit the reset button and get your home back? We take that damaged canvas and turn it right back into your safe haven. Thank you so much for trusting WTR Restoration. Keep an eye on your texts for those automated updates. And hey, ask yourself, what are you going to do with your free time now that we're handling all the heavy lifting? Rest assured, we've got you covered.